Hello friends, happy Monday. Today is April 14th, 2025. And I've come to you today to share with you a story that I'd written this past October. And in the light of vulnerability and expressing my true nature. My name is Veronica. I have been a healthcare worker for over 13 years, the last 10 of which I was a registered nurse, and 4 of those toward the end of the career. I worked in hospice with the dead and dying, and I've learned a lot of wisdom by sharing moments with these people on their deathbed. And, prior to, people could be on hospice for years, honestly. So I wanted to share with you a story that I had written back in October of 2024 in regard to hospice care and caring for somebody who had passed away. So today I saw a woman pass with a smile on her face. I knew her only a short time. She was sick and had declined the guaranteed suffering of beginning kidney dialysis for an indefinite amount of time. So this woman was in kidney failure, needed dialysis to survive, and decided she wasn't going to suffer any longer, and she was taking her life in her own hands. I respect that decision of a soul to choose their dignity at the end of their lives. It's why I love this work of serving the soul's ease of transitioning. I rarely, if ever, in my 13 years now of working in healthcare, saw someone die with a smile. This woman, according to her daughter, was wicked in her own way. She was quite cruel at times from the stories I had been told, while lending my ear for not but a half hour to her daughter. For those who knew her, she was devoted to her Lord and knew she was going home. She was at peace. It brings me to wonder at the way we ripple throughout time, expressing ourselves in whichever ways, and truly how resilient our hearts are. The daughter had lost her mother, who was truly wicked to her, but in her final days was still present. She was still there. There is something so very comforting about death. I'm not fearful of death. In fact, I've become quite fond of metaphorical death. In a sense, we are able to put things to rest at every waking moment. When we hold tension, our body can't tell what it's from. It just relays a signal of our environment to our nervous system, which provides electrical impulses between neurons. So at that time I wrote, imagining channels and gates of water and light. This informs us of which way to bend or dance or reach. This is the type of body consciousness we are developing. I'm aware of my physical existence within a field of energy that is becoming richer and thicker with a peculiar type of energy. It feels like a mist that is not damp. It feels as if love is everywhere, but not all can even tell it exists. I pray this goodness of raw creation energy surprises humanity with a joy that alters all of Mother Gaia. That's sweet. May we be led into pure love that understands and acts divinely, and at the will of harmony and balance. May we ride upon our chariot, driven by a courageous and passionate heart. May we feel so much deep love for ourselves that we are guided naturally throughout these trials together. I just want to hug myself. May we stand strong in the light on this gently violent plane. While the world catches up to the new frequencies, we are moving all into together. Yeah. Wow. It can be sometimes easy to lose your way along your path, but whenever you take your soul into review, you can figure out your why again very easily and very clearly. I'm really grateful for that. I'm really grateful for that. Let's pull a shaman card. I hope that that story sparked something within you, because it definitely sparked something within me. Something along the lines of, we're evolving. Butterfly magic. We're growing. We're growing. We're growing. We're growing, you guys. Oh, I flippin' love it. Let me center a little bit on that. We're evolving, beyond this metaphorical death. We're waking up to our true nature, the nature that allows us to fly. We're learning to fly. Right before I started recording, I was listening to a playlist that I had like a Spotify mashup with one of my friends. I was checking it out, and the Pink Floyd Learning to Fly came on. And I forgot how much I loved that song. But it's so true, because whenever you're up, what direction do you move in? Like, what direction is up if you're already up? It's hard to tell. You need a reference point. It's okay to backtrack. I think the retrograde period taught us that. It's okay to backtrack a little bit. It's really natural, and healing's not linear. So today, whenever you're peeking behind the veil, whenever you're peeking behind the pages that you had already written during your soul retrieval and review, just know that you're making your way towards the actual destiny, not the ego getting in your way and saying, this is what you should probably be looking like. This is probably the message that you should be delivering. None of that. Erase that. Take those hats off. The funny little hats. Have a really lovely day, you guys.